Can you have too much inventory in your business? Yes, and most companies do. Inventory seems good. More availability, purchasing discounts, not waiting for unreliable supply deliveries, etc. So why is it then that the quantity of inventory in businesses is killing their operations? Hi there, I'm Laurence Gartside, management trainer and consultant in business operations, helping you and your team level up your business operations fundamentals. Inventory brings costs. I don't mean what you pay to buy it, I mean the implications of just possessing it within your business. Think from the point of view of the people who work in the operations when they're flooded with inventory. It's clutter, it slows up the flow of work, it consumes all their free space, and it makes scheduling a nightmare. Imagine a one-man woodworker artisan in his workshop. When he has too much inventory, his workshop is full of raw materials, meaning he can hardly move around. He takes on too many jobs and tries to work on them simultaneously, always being torn from one to the other. He struggles to find his tools. He has to spend all his time playing Tetris, moving one job out of the way to get space on another. Maybe then he has to start renting extra space to store some of his stuff. And his customers get unhappy because, with the amount of work he's working on simultaneously, any individual job takes ages to get through to completion. This would be the same in a whole host of other industry examples too. A software development house suffers from the same issues, not with tangible inventory, but their digital project files. With so many simultaneous projects and jobs being worked on at the same time, their work-in-progress inventory is huge. They suffer from the same scheduling conflicts, changeovers, distractions, multitasking, slow customer lead times. And these would be the same symptoms you'd also find in a restaurant trying to cook too many meals at once, the pantry overloading with food, often going off before they have the chance to use it or even realise what they have in stock. The kitchen's chaotic, juggling different pans from different jobs on different hobs in different ovens. And if you're in a restaurant where they're keeping finished goods inventory on the shelf, unable to deliver it fast enough, then you really should find another restaurant. From the operations point of view in the business, the big costs of inventory are holding and operational costs. Holding costs are the costs the business has to pay just to possess the inventory, not purchase it, just possess it. Storage, warehousing, heater, electricity, insurance, moving it and transportation. Whereas the operational costs are the internal work, administration and hassle of managing it, the scheduling complexity, the extra managerial status updates, expediting lost jobs, and always moving stuff around so you can get what you need. And there are other very significant inventory costs too. But these are often felt by other areas of the business, outside of operations. These other costs include financing costs, the opportunity cost from not having that cash available because it's all spent and sitting in your warehouse. This could lumber the business with lots of cash flow problems. And finally, there are the ordering costs, the costs the business incurs whenever it has to purchase the inventory, the admin and faff of making the order and finding a supplier, but also perhaps delivery fees or processing fees. All core aspects of inventory management, that we go into more detail in my training courses. The difficulty for a business to have a coordinated view on how much inventory is that different departments have different point of views and feel the pain and the costs of inventory very differently. Whilst purchasing might just like cheapest prices and want to make massive bulk buys, the operations department then suffer the overload of the space and scheduling complexity. Finance, however, balk at the idea of having thousands of dollars sat in the warehouse rather than available to be invested. And the sales department, well, they just want everything ready now, ideally waiting in the finished goods warehouse so they can sell anything whenever they want. So who's right? Well, the views of each of the departments are important and have to work together, of course. But it might depend on what the competitive priority of the business is right then. Maybe it's production or sales constrained, and therefore the immediate availability is more important than the unit costs. Back to the point of view of the operations. If the operations is able to function well with less inventory, that is a sign of being better at operations. And because needing so much inventory so that they always have something to work on is really a sign of either lack of control in a variety of other areas, from scheduling, demand management, process variability, reject rates, and mistakes. So, can the business have too much inventory? Definitely yes. Do operations have the only insight as to what causes the benefits and cost? No, all of the other departments too. But can operations improve their capabilities to operate effectively with less? Yes. And as we improve our capabilities in rejects, batch sizes, process control, etc., we're able to safely lower our inventory quantity, reducing costs and improving our customer lead times. If you need even more inventory management in your life, come and check me out over on my site, rotenstraining.com. Alright then, crack on!